What are some effective ways to reduce illiteracy in our communities? And this question should go to Okwijore, please. Yes, sure. What are some effective ways to reduce illiteracy in our communities today?
Thanks for the opportunity. The way I understand that question is, parents should take their children to school for further studies in order for them to be literate. That's the way I understand it.
Alright, thank you so much. Pass the microphone to our current Joanne. Same question, please.
Thank you for the opportunity given to me. The way I understand that question, I think parents should guide their children and encourage their children to join educative groups like discussion groups that will help them to improve their academics, like maybe teaching them how to speak English, reading novels, and so many others.
Oh, thank you so much, Joanne. That is very good. I also want to tell you the house that even your parents can help you reduce illiteracy. There are very, very many ways. It can start with you. You yourselves, you can take the chance, since you already know how to read, you can teach your young ones how to write their name. You can start from there. You can also teach your young ones to identify letters. You can start from there. Okay? Yes, let's hear it from Opio Emmanuel, our psychologist of today. He wants to say something.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, to my own reference of psychology, and to the way I've understood how everyone else is answering the questions, it's like illiteracy is only being referred to being children. Illiteracy is not, okay, it may be general in children, but we also have adults who are illiterate. Are we okay? In reference to the government of today, there are more adults who are illiterate than children. And I can say that confidential because most children are in school, few adults still stay at home. And nowadays, children teach adults. Is it a lie? Now, that is what I can say in psychology. And in another way, may you please repeat the question before I start talking about it?
Okay, so what are some of the effective ways to reduce illiteracy in our communities? We want those possible solutions to address illiteracy in our communities.
The possible solutions to reduce illiteracy, most of them have already been said, like taking children to school, let's say engaging communities in educative services, like not only children, whereby only adults, let's say also adults can be involved in the programs, like education programs, so that they also learn certain things. That's why today you find the government carrying out education programs for parents and also other adults, for them to learn and become to another level or to a certain level literate, therefore trying to promote literacy, whereas other people still remain illiterate. Now in this manner, I would request that, or I would like to say, illiteracy affects individuals in very many ways. Like in a certain manner, you can find illiteracy affects your brain, causes mental health stigma, whereby you are ashamed to talk. Let's say if you were illiterate right now and you don't know what is happening, you wouldn't find yourself seated here, being able to speak like the way we are all speaking. Are we disagreeing? Okay, maybe let me stop here and then I give it to other people to speak. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for reminding us again that illiteracy is not only being able to read and write. Literacy generally means you're not able to probably translate other things. Even when you're an adult, you can still be illiterate. So, yes, can we please pass the mic to the next panelist? He has something to say.
First of all, the solution of literacy I as students in our hands, teachers, these are the parents. There is no way we can say that the parents to take the children to school can only the solution of the literacy. But yes, they can be in position to take the children to school. But you find that on the way
You're also discussing.
the child has
You're also discussing.
and both anyway, yes.
You capture for me the video.
Then next,
Coming back, eh? Yeah, when
Fine,
someone
in
is
a
talking,
school.
you capture that person.
maybe in a class there is only 1%. But again, if she or he comes from the
It's counting.
far place to school, and that is a main cause of decrease again in school. And you find that you may come to school from morning up to evening, goes back to home without anything. And that is another cause of decrease.
Thank you so much, dear panelists. What's your name again? Can I know your name?
Emmanuel Oika Uguaga.
Alright, thank you so much, dear Emmanuel. Emmanuel is reminding us the causes of illiteracy. For him, he believes that yes, parents have done their very best by sending their children to school, but then the issue remains unsettled by the teachers. For him, he believes if we pushed, if we had advocated this illiteracy among or within the teachers, everything would have been settled. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so yes, we shall dive right into there. The question on the ground was the possible ways we can actually overcome illiteracy in our communities. And like I shared before with you guys, as illiteracy doesn't only happen in classroom. Let's stop looking at it in only that way. Because I'm sure a lot of people nowadays, a lot of children get to school, even adults nowadays go back to school, but it doesn't mean they stop being illiterate. In one way, but also do research with that person, you feel like they have enough content you need to take from them. So you take some notes. Also, illiteracy, I think you can easily address it by first identifying your interests as a person. Like you sit down and be like, okay, I am Emma. Why not? Because you cannot learn how to cook, and then learn how to wash clothes, and then again learn like everything. You cannot really achieve everything. You can't want to be an literate person of medicine. Let's say you want to be a doctor. At the same time, you want to be a teacher. At the same time, you want to be a policeman. It is so next to impossible for you to achieve all that. But identify your interests. That is the most a personal touch, a personal story from you, the panelist. Can you tell me your personal story, how you ever overcome after understanding what it means by illiteracy? Can you tell me one successful story? Tell me how you overcame illiteracy. Anything that you did and then finally you found yourself knowing it. How do you feel with that experience? Yes, please. Can we personalize your name and you remind me your area of expertise again?
My name is Bukedea, a specialist in literature. My personal story about literacy. I remember at the time when I was still a little girl, and I was taken to Kampala by then. By then I didn't know how to speak English. And when I went there, my auntie took me to her office to work in an organization called Gallup Initiative Uganda. And when I reached there, I met fellows, young girls just like me. The way they greeted me, I didn't know how, like when they greeted me, hello, I didn't know how to respond. I said hello or hi. So then they started laughing at me. I felt ashamed of myself. But after some time, I also learned about it. When it was even time reading the time, I couldn't read the time. I was really so illiterate. But I kept on learning things slowly by slowly. I could ask her, my auntie, whenever she does something, ask her, aunt, what is this? What's the meaning of this? And that's how I did.
Wow, so perfect. I love the story already. Yes, please. Johnson? Samson. All right, Samson, go ahead and tell us your personal story.
Okay, for me when I was young, I chose to not study. I chose to be illiterate when I was in PP class. So my father kept on forcing me to school. Yeah, I